I'm here with Sam Rhodes of Microcosm Games in Cardiff. Thanks for talking to me today, Sam.
Great.
First of all, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into the gaming industry?
Started off around 94. My business partner, Clint Aldridge, and I had a £100 license, a game called Saturnalia, and we had that running for a couple of years, and our thoughts at that point were to run a gaming business, and we didn't really mind which direction it went. We just wanted to do games of some kind, and we found that turn-based games we made money at. Other things just failed, so we kept doing that, and over time we acquired other businesses, we took over businesses, we picked up games. A key moment when we got involved with the Lord of the Rings license, and that leads me to be here now.
Yes, you mentioned Lord of the Rings there. Currently you're working on a Facebook game called The One Ring, which is based in that Tolkien universe. So with that game in mind, what can we look forward to from Microcosm?
It's really using the strengths of the social web in that you can make a game where it's important to communicate with other people in the game, and something like Facebook gives you that functionality very strongly. The first iteration of the game we're making will be solo play because that's easier to do, but all the technology is in place that people will be able to play co-op and eventually player versus player. And on Facebook you can start chat windows, you can easily communicate with each other, you can invite your friends, all of those kind of community things which most people love about games much more than the kind of solitaire play that's more traditionally associated with gaming. If you look at women gamers, they're generally not interested in the same things as the traditional old school male gamer, looking for distraction and a chance to hang out with friends and enjoy friendship and sociability. And an awful lot of male gamers these days are the same, especially the kind of people who play the more light games that you might get on Facebook as opposed to the really hardcore PC or PlayStation games that people are more familiar with. So The One Ring delivers all of that, and it's got fabulous world that it's set in. We've really done a good job with the art, with the music, voice acting, story backgrounds, and a cracking game of exploration and fighting the monsters and the beasts of Middle-earth. And as far as I can see, it's way better at almost everything than any other game on Facebook at the moment. I love the feel of it. It's got much more involved than other games have. All of that social interaction. I really hope that it's going to blow people away. It's going to really excite Facebook Tolkien lovers.
You mentioned there female gamers. A lot of people might be surprised to know that there are a lot more female gamers nowadays than perhaps there once were.
Yeah.
Do you see the internet gaming revolution, Web 2.0, social networking, do you see that as a proponent of that? And as such, would you expect to see a lot of female gamers for The One Ring?
Yes. Yeah. There are more female gamers than male gamers these days, which, if you've been involved in gaming for a long time, comes as a bit of a surprise, because 10 years ago you pretty much assumed that if someone played games, they were likely to be a young man or a boy. Once men got past a certain age, they didn't game anymore because that's for kids, and women certainly didn't game. And a lot of people these days are gamers, but would never admit it. I know that when Clint talks to his younger sister, she says, "Oh, I'm not a gamer." And then he says, "Got a PlayStation?" "Yeah." "Have you got an iPhone?" "Yeah." "Do you play games on it?" "Yeah." "Facebook, do you play games?" "Yeah." So it's being a gamer without wanting to associate yourself with long hair and a beard. You know, there's certain stereotypes of what a gamer has to be. And these days, that's just not how people are. People enjoy socialising with their friends, and they might have a Wii at home, and they don't see that as gaming in the classic sense. They just see it as having fun, like people going out for a night of bowling or playing darts or something. They don't see that as gaming, as in it's something different or other. It's just normal life. And that's part of what we're looking for here. And something that we've really focused our game on being is a game that you play during your life, not a game that you have to stop your life to play. The Japanese have been into this for a while. They call it Nagara, a game that integrates with your life. And what that means is that instead of going home and someone saying, can you do the washing up or something? No, I'm playing my game. I haven't got time for you. Do you want to come out? No, I'm playing my game. It's more kind of, I've got a 5-minute gap, I'm at the bus stop, I'm bored, or it's my lunch break and I've got nothing to do, or just I've got a quiet 10 minutes. Oh, I'll play my game now. And you play the game in that gap in your life, rather than stopping your life and doing the game, which a lot of people say, oh, I haven't got time for gaming, because I've got a 3-hour gap to do that in.
So, gaming as a game that you can pick up and put down, you would see it with the One Ring as well, as a game that you would see as more of an ongoing service, as opposed to a product. As you say, you need to set time aside to play it.
Yeah.
So it's actually something you kind of come back to time and time again.
Yeah. When people play Sudoku, they don't say, I'm going to do my Sudoku tonight, and then after a few weeks they say, right, I'm bored of that, let's get on to the next game. They do that every day. They enjoy it as part of their routine. People with a crossword, the same sort of thing. It's just a thing that you can do. I think that's what we're looking for, really. We see ourselves, and have done, as a service industry. We don't produce a game that's a throwaway game. We're looking to have people engaged with the game for years and possibly decades. That's been the experience of my business up till now. I've got customers who've been with me for 15 years, and if the game's good enough and you keep adding content, you keep twisting the game a bit to keep interest, and you make sure that people are enjoying themselves no matter what, then the loyalty that you get from them, it's akin to sort of football fans' levels of loyalty. That is their game, it is what they do. It's their leisure time. Like someone who fishes, might fish all their life. It's that kind of